What are your 2 cents on the running back market in the business world of the National Football League right now, Mark Ingram? What do you got for me?
Man, I think it's criminal. I think it's a shame that we have come to this, and that they're devaluing the position, and you have some of the best players in the league, regardless of position, who are coming up for long-term contracts, and they're trying to control the salaries, they're trying to control the market, and devalue the position and not compensate these guys for what they have earned and what they provide to their teams. I mean, they're invaluable to the teams. The running backs are invaluable to the teams. Mm-hmm. Unless you have Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, you are going to need a running game and a running back to help you. And what running backs do, what do? We block, we catch, we run. All those things are invaluable and help a team win. So it's highly unfortunate that what's going on. These teams are trying to devalue the running back position. They are devaluing the running back position. But the running backs all need to come together, and we need to come up with a solution, whether some of these guys aren't signing their tags, some of them won't be there, and I guarantee you that the teams will not be as good off without these runners as they would with them. So shout out to Josh Jacobs, shout out to Tony Pollard, shout out to Saquon Barkley. I hope they get their money. I hope all the running backs get paid what they deserve, man, because it is truly criminal that they're trying to do our position like this.
Would you tell them to hold out?
I definitely would. I would tell them to hold out, man, because if they're not giving you something that you're comfortable playing on, now if you're comfortable playing on it, then go ahead and play. But if they're not compensating you, if you're not comfortable playing on what they're offering, then hold out and let them see how they fare without you. And I guarantee they don't fare well without Saquon. Saquon's been carrying that team for 4 years, mm-hmm. and they don't want to pay him. Josh Jacobs, the rushing champ, they don't want to pay him. See how they fare without him. You know what I mean? I don't want to ever tell someone to hold out because that money is something that you can't recoup, especially in a market where they're not valuing running backs. But at the same time, that's something that you have to do. And if you have to gamble on yourself, that's what you should do.
Did you ever have a problem with this, Mark? Because Kamara comes in, you're on the back nine of your career, and you wanted certain value and you didn't get it because there's Kamara sitting there and you're sharing a running back room with him, and I'm sure you and he are copacetic or cool. But the question is, I'm just like, walk me through situations you might have been in your career similar to this, Mark.
I think the situation with me, I played 12 years, so I was able to go back to the table and get a second deal. I was able to go back to the table and get a third deal. Man. And now, did I always get the value that I thought I deserved? No, I feel like I deserved, more than what I got. But did I get my max value every time I went to the table? Yes, I did. So I think that's what you can do. I think that's something that I'm proud of. Is did I think I got what I deserved? No, because there was people that had done less, didn't have the same numbers, who were making more money than me. But when I did go to the table, I was able to get my max value each and every time. And I think as a businessman, I think as being a professional athlete, I think that's something that you could be proud of and something that I sleep well knowing that I got my max value every time I went to the table. And I got 3-4 deals. That's not the case with a lot of my peers. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't get to the second deals. A lot of them don't get to the third deals. And I think that's unfortunate, and I think it needs to be addressed. Maybe running backs shouldn't be tagged. Maybe running backs should have only max 2 to 3 year deals. I just think it's criminal what's going on to the position right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. Why are receivers getting 18, 15, 18, and then soon maybe 20, I don't get it.
You could be a number 3 receiver and get paid more than the starting running back on your team.
That's what Eckler said on this show last week. Exactly what he said.
Yes. It's terrible. And he's catching more passes and catching for more receiving yards and more touchdowns than the number 3 wide receiver. And yet his salary is 2x, 3x of what your starting star running back on your team is getting. And it's only because they're trying to control the salary of the running back. They're trying to devalue the position, and it's criminal, and it's truly is. It's just a shame. It truly is a shame.
Because I guess they see somebody coming out of college and they're able to do something similar to what you're doing as a veteran. I guess that's why they're able to do that, or they've chosen the running back position in order to do that. We had Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated on the show a couple days ago to try and give us an idea as to why it is happening. And he told a story actually involved you, is that he said he was at a Saints practice and, somebody was pointing out that Michael Thomas, can't guard Mike, touches the ball 1/3 of the amount of times that Mark Ingram touches it, and yet he makes 3 times as much. And I just don't get it. I just don't,
Yeah, like it sucks because, running back is one of the most prominent positions in football ever since football has been around, right?
Yep.
And now you almost have kids that are in middle school and high school that play running back. You want to tell them to switch their position right now. You need to go play receiver. You need to go play defensive back. You need to try to play quarterback. You need to do anything else other than play running back because they're not going to appreciate what you bring to the table and what you have to offer. You're not going to get value. You're not going to get compensated for what you bring to the table. And that's highly unfortunate because running back is, I feel, the best position in football.
Yeah.
I mean, the most electrifying position in football. You block, you run, you catch, you're asked to do so many various amount of things that bring value to a team, but when it's time to pay you, there's a problem, and they don't want to compensate you properly for it. So it sucks, man. It really does. I hate it. And fortunate enough, I was able to play 12 years, but that's not the case for a lot of my peers.
Nope.
I mean, a lot of the peers don't make it to the second deal, or maybe when they get to a second deal, they're trying to get they're trying to get their salary controlled. Their salaries getting controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Their contracts are getting controlled. So it's heartbreaking, and I hate it for all my peers in the NFL that play running back.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.